Hey everyone, I'm down here. I haven't left you on your own this time. Thought I'd enter a race on a flat circuit today so that it kind of lends itself to the session I'm doing after this, which isn't very long, as you've probably seen on the graph. On description, not the graph. So I'm gonna have probably around just over an hour's worth of riding today, because then Charlie be jumping on. She's loving it at the minute, doing all the riding. Make sure I'm all set up. Can I jump in Discord? Oh, you're asking like last minute now, aren't you? That's weird, isn't it, Dirks? It's weird. Discord coming at you. Oh, the Lord's already posted it. Look at that, he's on it, isn't he? Yeah, Jeff is here, yeah. I decided to race 15 minutes ago as well, Josh, yeah. I wanted to do a race that would kind of complement the bursts that I'll be doing straight after it, so. Right. Hey. Oh, Josh has just joined the Discord chat. Bit of company. Take it easy, Josh. Oh, Adam, I'm no bike fitter. I'm no bike fitter. I have my cleats like quite far back over the ball of my foot. No, they won't be all out efforts, Q. Definitely not. I'll do the bare minimum required to stay in the group, which hopefully isn't flat out, to be honest. But they'll complement and they'll pre-fatigue me for that little session, which is something I've got to sad. Got to change the stimulus, so here we go. Will be handy if I can get in a big ring. Oh, we're all starting as one. Oh, it's pouring down today in Wales. It's pouring down. Phil Rich, I thought you were racing this. Uh-oh. I've been dropped. And that's it. I settle for the group that I'm in now. No, I'm not going to close it because I'll go too far. That's all part of the session, so if I was to stay with them without being a complete amateur there and getting dropped, I would have done it, but no bottom graph on. Yeah, the graph's on. We'll see now actually, like if I take, let's rephrase the script a little bit then. So because I have been dropped, we'll have a little effort up the first leg snapper to see how much of the gap I can close. And then we'll see what happens from there. I'm guessing you're still in the front group, Josh. Go on. Josh is giving it big licks. I don't think it's going to be 1 minute, is it? My legs are feeling it from last night though. I think that's why I didn't ride this morning. I thought I'd give myself a little bit extra rest. It was Q's death turn, it was. Q's death turn just put me in a bit of a hole. Q, you absolute machine. I saw your stream, yeah. Hey, Jem. No, funny enough, Jeff. I sent Jeff a WhatsApp just now. I said, "I'll see you in 15 minutes." And he was like, "Oh, you're racing?" I was like, "Well, I'll lead you out." And he said, "Oh, I'm just going for the leg snapper efforts. I'm not actually racing." No, Kira, I wasn't lurking. I didn't watch the stream. I saw it on Discord. I never lurk. Yeah, I don't know if the results stood. We'll have to see. Yeah, they must stand. If they take all things into consideration, they must stand. There's a Team Vegan right here with the Vegan Cyclist's kit on. He's an air rider as well. Interesting. To be fair, my heart rate was quite high at that point. There was no coming back from it, that's for sure. No coming back from it. Until you die, Q, until you die. Ah, nice one, Wells, nice one. Called you out. I didn't actually call you out. I was just wondering what you're doing. Who was DSing last night? Goose and Niels were DSing. We should probably make that clear, shouldn't we? Just so you know, Wells, I'm gonna put an effort up to the like snapper here, so if you're wondering what I'm doing, that's all I'm doing. I'll likely be coming back to the group, so 600 watt minimum. My excuse is I'm not good at my first effort. The second effort's better. Oh. How long was that effort there, roughly? Yeah, Wells was showing off there. Oh. Nah, it wasn't that much, was it? It wasn't 50 seconds. Seems to it flew past. Flew by, rather. I was pretty close to maximum. I didn't look like it on my face, but it was pretty close to maximum. Oh. Cheers, Coot. It'd be quite handy to know that, actually. I have no idea, Charlie. I have no idea. Don't think so. Oh, it was only 35 seconds. Oh. So I crumbled. Yeah, so I crumbled a bit at the end.
We're doing a 5-minute test tomorrow as well. So unfortunately I won't be at the Wahoo, the car ride, because it's one of the few Bologna races that you can find now. So very smooth Welsh voice, boy. Very smooth. Oh. Hey, there's a slug in this group. Yeah, slug. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there, kid. Yeah. Not exactly the best at the short punchy ones. It's even more grim. There's no climb on it tomorrow night though, is that cool? I need something that can be like compared to easily. Say in the valleys. In the valleys. I've seen more people switch to Shimano shoes than Bond shoes. Chase what, here? Chase me? No, there's no competition. You'd catch me. Speak well. I can't speak for Welsh. Technically. Can't help you out there. I thought you used Mavic shoes, Matt. Or are you saying Bont because you're sponsored by St. Piran? Oh, I hate you. I still won't catch you. So the session I'm going to do straight after this I'll turn left and I'll go up the KOM for the session, but this is ideal now actually, me riding zone 1, zone 2, because I've done these intervals I've got planned at the beginning of a ride and then I did zone 1, zone 2 after it, but the progression is that I switch it around, so I'm now going to do the intervals at the end of zone 1, zone 2. I've been doing any Wim Hof? I haven't. Wim Hof's a good lad though, isn't he? See ya, Gus. Oh no, that's not really a question I can answer, because I had so much time off the bike that is actually more likely to affect my heart rate than COVID. So I can't answer that. If I said yes, I wouldn't be able to like prove it. I wouldn't be able to prove that it was COVID rather than the time off. That's going to be a tough one, isn't it, Charlie? I'm going to be like, poof. It's going to be like a huge explosion when I go out the back. Well, no idea actually. If I get another 20 watts by then, I might be in with the shuttle actually holding on. So what racing are you doing tonight, Ruben? And Q? Yeah, exactly, Tommy, yeah. What power did you have to do a 1720, Q? What was your watt per kilo? I think by then, I think I'd be lucky if I'm able to do, considering it's going to be the end of 3 laps around here, I think I'd be lucky if I'm capable of doing like 5.5, like 5.5, 5.6. Like, I think that'll be ambitious, but if I was fresh, it might be a different story, but and particularly this rider everyone keeps talking about, Tugels. Like, it's a shame I'm not at full fitness, because that would be a great little battle for Dave and Nathan to get hold of. But it'd be good motivation for me, even if I know I'm going to get dropped, to try and hang with Tugels anyway. Is that his name? Am I saying it right? Tugels? The Belgian rider. My current FTP is like 5.2, 5.3. So I should be able to do 5.5 for 15 to 16 minutes, or 17 minutes. It should be. I'd hope so. What's the facts for, lad? Pronunciation's close enough. I'm sorry, I'm Welsh. If it sounds Welsh. No, Scott, where have you been? Where have you been the last year? I've not ridden for a team in almost a year. That's not bad, that, is it? 6.6 for 15 minutes. The girls! The girls! The girls! The go. That's a weird sound. He did it on his own as well, didn't he, Ruben? He didn't have any draft either. I still think I could take him down. That just won't be happening anytime soon. I still remember that race we did. Well, we did the Innsbuckring KOM after party, and I went for it. What, like, I was second. I almost caught. I didn't quite catch the rider in front. I can't remember which race that was. It was a big race. Cheers, Nils. Here it goes. The goes. That's right, yeah. I remember Durban. Two goals. Two goals. What do you expect me to do, Niels? Just not listen to it. Good question, Matt. I don't know. Maybe I should get some practice in. It is indeed, Scott. Yeah, it is indeed. Whenever that may happen. Might be happening in June, actually. That's a long one, eh? That's me done. Matthias, how could you have tried the workout for this Saturday? It hasn't gone up. That's a long sprint for me, yeah. I'd imagine, like, we were going quite like, we were going quite slow into that sprint then, so hopefully in the actual race we'll be doing 50 odd k an hour rather than 38. Do I use a smaller front gear for climbing on Zwift? I usually climb the brake ring, Adam, because I use the trainer difficulty like in the middle. TM12, it was part of the WTRL racing series, so that was race number 2 every Tuesday evening. That was a team time trial last night. Ah, got it, you made it yourself. That doesn't sound like the same as mine, because mine actually has like rest periods in that last block. So even though there won't actually be a rest period on the KOM itself, you have like flatter sections. So you're going to be riding like slightly over threshold and slightly under. So there's going to be like, it's not going to be. I've had a few questions from people saying these workouts don't replicate the race. I'm like, oh, if you replicate the race, you might as well do a race. Like, it's a training session. So I haven't made it as hard, because if you wanted it hard, you could just do a race. Nice one, TM12, nice one. I better start pushing it then. Better start pushing that workout. Although I feel like I don't think people will be up for it because it'll be too hard. It'd be too hard. Yeah, that's it, Matt. But you got to appreciate that most people aren't as fit as you. So, like, they won't be able to like just turn up to that session and breeze through it. But yeah, I mean, like, it's designed so that you can kind of slot it in and still be able to ride the next day or whatever. Ah, good effort, Josh. Good effort. Nice one, Josh. Nice one, Tom. Yeah, I read the second bit, Matt. I read the second bit. I was just giving people an example. Yeah, it's a big lag, isn't it? So did anyone see what Cam had written on his whiteboard yesterday on his live stream? 24-hour ride. You might as well just enter a 24-hour time trial. I couldn't read the rest of it. How many hours am I doing these days? About 14, 15 hours. I gotta be careful because, like, even though I'm fresh and I'm motivated, my ramp rate is like freaking massive at the minute because I've gone from like nothing to like 10, 15 hour weeks because my CTL is so low. So I gotta be careful. Like, eventually I'll obviously have to do a lot of training to get that last bit, you know what I mean? But I gotta be careful about like making sure that I'm kind of going at this to get up there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Oh, 24 hours on Zwift. That would require some mod instance. At the minute, Lord is the only mod, so... No, Neil's is as well, but... Like, fair play, you'd have your work cut out there. No, it'll be a different one. This one, this week's spin, so... It'll be like quite, it'll be like... Basically like a lot of this, you know, kind of steady riding, sort of 3, and then we'll have a big surge, which will be the leg snapper. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll simulate the KOM, which will be, I'm not going to lie, like it won't be easy. So, you know, if I was here, I'd rest into it. Oh, nice. 6th of February, I'll put that in my diary. Ha. Yeah, you do it, Niels, you do it. I'll be the last to keep you. I don't want to break it to you this way, Adam, but you'll definitely get fit on Zone 2 riding, but you'll definitely need some other types of training to see some improvements. I mean, you'll certainly have a huge base now if you've done that for a year. Nice one, Darren, nice one. That'll be a big old ride. Hats off, Lord. Great joke. Charles. This is a really good place for, you know, one of those sprints you do where you're already up to speed. You can kick up the next little berg at like 55, 60k an hour. See you, Niels. Thanks for sparing your 36 minutes. Oh, nice, Darren. Nice. I like that. I like that. It's funny, actually. Like, more and more people are like turning towards like kilometer goals or distance goals, because it's actually quite easy to. It's an easy goal to be accountable for, isn't it? Like, you know, there's very little involved in it apart from just logging those miles, but also, you know, riding, you know, all that time is pretty good for you anyway. Like, you certainly go well off for 20,000k, even if it's just 01, 02. Niels, don't listen to them. Serve your dirty talk with Cam's chat. Our Pritchard's chat as well, actually, like that. Oh, you make me laugh. I had a phone call with Tifosi yesterday. Can't wait to share the news with you. And I'm very, 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 very grateful for what they're doing. For such a relatively unknown brand to a lot of people, but a very good brand nonetheless. Really appreciate that support. Have you noticed, anyone who's been on Tifosi's website, there's no Mons on the website? Have you noticed that? What time of day did you do that on Monday, Philip? And what time are you intending on doing it, your session today? Okay, yeah, you're right, Matt, actually, yeah. I won't tease you, because it's exclusive. It's an exclusive, you being here. So, I think, as far as I'm aware, what's written in the contract is Tifosi are going to lend me 3 bikes. So, I've already got one. I've already got one. So I'm like, where am I going to store these 3 bikes? Where am I going to store them? I'll fill up. In that case, I think you'd be alright, because that'll be a full 48 hours between them, won't it? So you could be alright to do it. So yeah, 3 bikes, and yeah, every mod gets a free bike. Snap! I thought of that, actually. You could definitely have a free bike. So the idea is they want to give me everything. They want to give me everything so that there's no excuses to not do something. Initially, yeah, that's right, Lord. Yeah, I bought that one, so that one is mine. Yeah. You can all steal my bikes for me. So initially I was just going to have 2, and then I managed to kind of make my interest known about gravel, and not just gravel but just like adventure and endurance, because I am naturally more of an endurance rider anyway. So anyway, the contract says 3 bikes. It also says the Chicken Cycle Kit, who are a distributor of like Campagnolo in the UK, Misch, however you want to say it, Schwalbe tyres, and some other good brands, said they'd be willing to help out with like any equipment. So things like, you know, if I needed a new chain, they'd help me out with a new chain. You know, tyres, whatever, really. Which is like being on a team, really, where, you know, the mechanic would change your chain for you, you'd have a new chain. So anyway, the plan is to have another Mons, which will be, it'll be kind of a basic Mons to begin with, but then we'll eventually build that into a lighter hill climb bike than the one I've got now. So I'll have 2 Mons frames, 2 Mons bikes. I'll have their new Aero frame set, or frame, bike, that's been teased on Instagram and is now live on their website. 2-week contract. I did tell them actually, I said I'd probably need like about 10 chains for the year, and they were like, yeah, okay, if you need 10 chains, fair enough. Like, teams usually go through more than that because of all the riders, so they're pretty happy with it. Matt, I'm going to hire you to ride my gravel bike. And the Cavado, the gravel bike is going to be the 3rd bike, with, I think, the Camp Bag Kickr group set. Defo, Matt, defo. 100%. So, yeah, I don't know, like, I haven't sent the contract back yet, but I can't find any problems with the contract at all. It's pretty lenient, it's pretty clear, a lot of it is obvious stuff, but I couldn't believe it when they phoned me yesterday and they said 3 bikes. I was like, are you serious? Like I've never... Yeah, we'll do cross as well. We'll do cross. I'm useless at cross. But I couldn't believe it, honestly. Like, I was speechless, and you know, it's... I didn't think that would happen. I didn't really ask for it, so it's pretty nuts. But you know, it goes without saying that they like what I'm doing, and you know, if I would edit, like, I may even be paving a way for like any of you guys who are young enough, who think it could do something similar. You know, there's also a little a different opportunity than just riding for teams. So anyway, no commuter bike or travel, but a folding bike, yeah. Brompton. The cross bike will be nice down there, Dan. Yeah, it will be nice. The gravel group says nice, Darren. Yeah, that's true. So I've used Camp Bag in the past. That's right, Lloyd. Yeah. So I've done that in the past. I've ridden Camp Bag in the past, but I've never. Shut up, Q. But yeah, it like the whole idea of like cheers, Luke. Yeah, it was all good. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know about the camp bag. Then I'll have to think out. I'll have to try and come up with a power meter situation then. So obviously, Chicken Cycle Kit distribute a certain power meter. I can't remember what it is. It's on their website anyway. Which is crank. Well, it's actual like it's like a power to max power meter. It's quite heavy, and you know me. I'm allergic to heavy, so I'm gonna see if I can't swindle Shimano. Not that I'm, a bigger fan of Shimano than Camp Bag, but in terms of being able to use a power meter on multiple bikes, or I might just have to buy a power meter. I might have to buy the pedal-based power meter or something like that. Asimomos. What are they called? The pedal-based power meter. Asimomos. That's what I call them. Asimomos. Just so I can switch in between Asioma. That's it, yeah. Oh, do they have a mod there so you can have an SPD on it? That's interesting, I didn't know that. I was thinking about, they won't make the bike light, really. They'll make the bike a little bit heavier when you compare it to a 4i power meter. But it might be something I have to sacrifice if I go, if I chip a load of weight off a new Mons, I might be able to afford to put slightly heavier pedals on. So yeah, we'll see. It's all a little pipe work dream at the minute. But I'll make sure to vlog when the truck turns up with 3 bikes. Because that'll be pretty hysterical. I'm not really after accurate power meter because of the Can you do that with Cam Bago, Tim? Oh, there we are. Happy days. Yeah, true, Rasha, true. Yeah. Maybe attached to the ceiling or something, Lord. Yeah, we might have to go for pedal-based power meter. Seen a fair few influencers on Instagram and the minute doing hashtag ad with those pedals. Yeah, here's a shower, I'm storing a bike. Here's underneath the bed where I'm also storing a bike. At the end of the day, as long as you're using the same power meter, it doesn't matter about the accuracy, does it? I've used different power meters in the past, but what was my FTP when I was 19? About 5 watts per kilo, something like that. 5.2 maybe. Everyone's giving it the beans, yeah. Yeah, I've had a little look at that rasher. I've had a little look. They'll be alright. 50 grams is nothing, is it? 50 grams is nothing. Well, put it this way. My FTP when I was 19 is what it is now. So I've not improved. I've not improved in like 7 years. Who do I think will win on this course on Monday for the Premier League? Good question, Sammy. What does everybody think? Trying to think who's in that now. Who's like, you know, what I'd consider an out-and-out climber. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Question is, will I be able to sprint these units? Yes, Q, well done. Just set up for the sprint. Ah, all of it, yeah, good call. Good call, Sammy, good call. Forgot about old man. Yeah, I don't know the full list of riders, to be honest, so I don't really know. A terrible job of following along, and terrible job. Coming in hot for the final sprint. Ed Laverack is going for the win. Ugh. Whew. Ah. Oh. Thanks for your encouragement, kid. Thanks for your encouragement, kid. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank you. I don't need a wake. I need to wake the legs up. Oh. I'm not very good at sprints. I don't know if you've picked up on that already. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay, that's too hard. $420 or better. Hang on, whoa. Huh. I accidentally pressed the enter button. So this isn't exactly tempo now. Well, it isn't now. The overall effect of this interval block will be. But I'm recovering at upper zone 2. Borderline zone 3. Yeah, CK, cheers buddy, cheers. No shameless plug. Oh. Next one. Oh. Evening, Kev. I'm about, well, I'm just about recovering at this power. The only reason why I am is because 1 minute 50 is just enough. If the recovery was shorter at this intensity, I wouldn't be recovering. But the 7 watt per kilo effort here, 420 watts, that's what I'm aiming to do for 20 minutes at some point this year. So that's going to be fun. Cheers, Kev. It was alright, mate. It'd be pretty mental looking back on these sessions in like July and August. I'm like, it makes me so motivated. Makes me so motivated to see my power so like low now in comparison to where I will be. That was just me being a bit too relaxed, Kev, like. Hey policeman, we're all working just as hard. Doesn't matter what your power is. Omar. It is good, yeah. third of the way. Top 25, Sammy? Maybe? Yes, Kev, it's up. Don't expect me to win it on Tuesday. No way. I'll give it everything, but I won't be winning. I put my leg over my head, Sam, and then I just pedal. Yeah, for sure. I'll show you. I'll show you. It's already up on Zwift Companion Load. Hey, John. Someone said earlier in the stream, Lord, that it was already up. I don't get notified, see? Yeah, definitely do. Definitely down diesel. Cheers, kid. Yeah, Kev, remember, you can reduce intensity, like I have for this one. 97%. I got dropped, Carter. Got dropped. It was my fault. That's it, yeah, that's it, Josh. Just love it with the ride on. Like it's a shadow, Kev. Yeah, Armstrong used to always train below 150 beats a minute, didn't he? But he didn't always train at that, because he would have had to have gone over threshold in races. But the vast majority of his time was below threshold. That's just like every pro. Every rider's doing a lot of volume. They're all riding in low zones because they have to. They can't physically ride in higher zones. So it's not really, you know, it's not a new concept really. Hey Chris, how you doing? Ugh. That's it, Armstrong would have trained polarized technically. You know, a lot of zone 1, zone 2, below 150 beats a minute, and then really hard effort. Oh, I can't see. My eyebrows aren't working. I'm going to do one last effort and then I'm going to call it a day. Oh, I got a green jersey. I mean, it's common sense, isn't it? I mean, if you're gonna ride longer, you have to ride easier. So if you're only doing hour sessions, you have to get the most out of those hour sessions consistently. If you want to join our WTRL training session on Saturday, you can already find it on the Zwift companion app. if you go to Saturday at 4:30 British time, so you'll be able to see what it includes there. I'm not gonna lie, if you ride it at 100% of your FTP, it's gonna be hard. So I'm warning you now, but also, like, look at my oh no, mouse isn't working. Too much sweat. Can you grab the mouse over there? Too much sweat. That's better. Oh. You're not allowed above that at all, Matt. At all. I used to train like that. Well, I didn't used to train like that. Basically, my coach would say, like, zone 1, zone 2, but now I'm, like, a lot more lenient, because as long as I, like, if the hills I'm going up are only, well, to be fair, you don't have any hills, do you? But, like, if the hills are only, like, 30 seconds, I'll ride, like, you know, I'll ride over them. I won't ride, like, yeah, minimum, yeah. So you can still, like, if you spend like 90% of your, if you spend like 97% of your ride in zone 2 and it's an endurance ride, and like you spend like 1% of your ride in like zone 6, just getting over those little 20-second bergs, then it's not an issue, is it? It's when you start living in like a really hilly area, I suppose, and it gets a bit messy. Like here, like, you know, I have to be quite disciplined on like the 7-minute hills. Well, they're steep anyway, so. But on the steep ones, it's even harder because you've got to go. Well, you know this, but you'd have to go in your easiest gear, and you're pretty much like hardly riding. You know, you're doing like 200 watts. Zone 2 for the win, that's it, Tom. Cheers to that. Charlie's bought me a muffin. Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, just 3 zones. Easy, medium, hard. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I keep forgetting when I talk about 200 watts, I forget that the majority of you aren't exactly. See if Charlie will answer. The chat wants to know, is it a plant-based muffin?
Yes. Yes, it's a plant-based muffin. There's no eggs in it. You use coconut oil and maple syrup to bind it. They're still quite warm, so they're a bit gooey.
Put it from the fan in. I'm joking.
I heard you saying you felt dizzy, so I thought maybe you needed food. That's why I got you a banana and a muffin.
Why did I say that?
Just now.
Are you watching the stream?
No, I heard you through the wall.
Through the wall?
Yeah. So yeah. You can. It's the same recipe from last week, the blueberry muffin recipe, except without the coconut, because we don't have any.
Should we? I'll take a picture of it and I'll share it on Instagram stories. Actually, I can probably post it on YouTube as well. Yeah. On the YouTube community tab. Thank you. There we have it, straight from the horse's mouth. Oh my word, it is warm as well. I'm going to give you a little taste test. We can have a little TSS guess. I don't think it's going to be high. I'm thinking 80. 80 TSS? Between 70 and 80. Charlie's brought a banana in. Fun fact, Charlie hates overripe bananas. So, if we ever have like overripe bananas, I have to eat them all. Like, if we got 3 that are like really brown, fun fact, I've literally got to eat them all in one go. I do, Dirks, yeah, I do. Of course I eat during my workouts, yeah. I haven't eaten during today's, but that's because, pay attention to this because I don't want any of you to underfuel. This session is it was quite an easy session to be fair, apart from that block that I just did. But it's the only session I've done today and I've eaten quite a lot, like all through today. So there's no real need for me to like consume, you know, something right now. Oh, definitely Zach. Great for banana bread. Shout out Zach, by the way, you've been doing a lot of riding recently. It's really nice to see. Really nice to see. See if I can time this right to end bang on 1 hour 30 minutes. I don't think it's possible. Because we're now on a little descent. Oh! Oof! Eesh! Yeah. That's a win for today. That is a win. Oh. Ah, flippin' heck. That was a good win. Lucky I am a cyclist indeed. I'm no vegan cyclist though. Let's have a look then. TSS gas. Ooh, 203 watts average. So this could be tasty actually. This could be 95. 95. Wow, that's so pleasing to the eye. Isn't that really pleasing to the eye? Like watching heart rate rise and dip, rise and dip, rise and dip, and you can see as well a little bit of a drift. The peaks of each of those heart rates, they are generally they're generally about the same, but it does look like they're slightly rising. So all's well. The graph is a work of art. Nice one. Well done, erg mode. Yeah, that was on erg mode, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, not much to say about it really, but that was a nice hour and a half. Way to mix it up. So, yeah, nice one. Well, thanks for coming. Not bad. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Thanks for coming. A little taste test before we go. Oh my word. Oh. Mm. 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 The blueberries are nice. The blueberries are nice. ASMR mode. Sorry, Wahoo. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you when I see you. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Mastication noises.